You know that feeling? Just drowning in information. Research papers, articles, notifications. It's relentless.
Oh, absolutely. Like trying to take a sip from a fire hose.
Exactly. What if there was, like, a shortcut? A way to pull out the really crucial stuff without getting lost?
Well, that's kind of the idea behind what we do here on the Deep Dive, isn't it?
It is. We find the core insights for you. And today, we're diving into something that could really shake things up in that space, using AI for research.
Specifically, we're looking at a tool from Google called Notebook LM.
Right. And our source material for this is really interesting. It's a recording you shared, a demo by Professor Dr. Kamal El-Nagmi showing how it works.
Yeah, it's a great practical look.
So our mission today, figure out what this Notebook LM can really do for researchers, for anyone trying to learn, based on what Professor El-Nagmi actually demonstrated. Ready to jump in?
Let's do it. So maybe we should start with, the old way, how researchers usually have to work.
Good idea. Sets the stage.
Right. So typically you're digging through databases, right? Spending hours finding studies, downloading them, reading, trying to connect the dots between maybe, I don't know, dozens of papers.
It's a huge amount of effort, like detective work, but maybe less exciting sometimes.
Huh. Yeah, maybe. It's definitely a massive time sink, a lot of mental energy.
Okay, so that's the pain point. And Notebook LM is Google's attempt to, well, help with that, like an AI assistant?
Exactly. It's designed specifically to lighten that load.
Right.
And Professor Anagmi's demo really showed some key ways it does that.
So what was the first thing he highlighted?
Well, one of the basic but important features is just uploading your sources. He mentioned you can upload up to 50 documents.
50. Okay, that's a decent chunk of reading material right there. Already saving you juggling files.
Definitely. Having them all in one place for the AI to access.
Yeah.
But then he showed something, well, newer, and I think really powerful.
Oh, what was that?
Instead of just working with the documents you upload, the AI can actually go out and discover relevant research for you.
Wait, really? You just tell it a topic?
Yeah, pretty much. He gave it a specific query. It was in Arabic. Okay, and what does that translate to for us?
It means gather research on the effect of essential oils on poultry production.
And the AI just did it. Found papers.
It returned a list of relevant research items. It's quite amazing. It sort of flips the whole search process. Instead of you hunting, the AI scouts for you.
That's a big deal. So did he just let it analyze all those results?
No, and this is key. He then deliberately selected just one specific paper from the list the AI found.
Ah, so you're still in control. You guide the AI.
Precisely. It's about augmenting your process, not totally automating it, the curate. In this case, he picked a study focusing specifically on essential oils and egg production in laying hens.
Okay, got it. So the AI finds potential sources, the user picks one. Then what? What happens when you select that paper? So as soon as he clicked on it, a chat window popped up right alongside the document view.
The chat window, like you talk to the paper.
Sort of. The AI immediately provided a summary of that chosen source, like a quick abstract or overview. He mentioned it, called it a meta-analysis in this case.
Instant summary. That's handy. Saves you having to skim the whole thing just to see if it's really what you need.
Exactly. You get the gist super fast, assess relevance quickly.
Okay, summaries are great. Finding sources is amazing. But you mentioned something else that really caught your eye.
Yeah, the mind map generation. For me, this was maybe the most visually impressive feature for understanding complexity.
A mind map generated by the AI.
Yes. It can take the research paper, or he suggested maybe even multiple papers, and transform the key information into a visual mind map structure.
Wow. Okay, I can see how that would be helpful, breaking down dense text visually.
Hugely helpful. It makes the connections, the structure much clearer.
So what did the mind map look like for that specific paper on essential oils in hens?
Well, the central topic was clear. The effect of essential oils on laying hens. And then it branched out logically.
Like main sections of the paper?
Kind of, yeah. There was a branch for background and objective. The AI explained this, covered, the goal of achieving optimal production, why the topic matters.
Okay.
Gives you the context straight away.
Okay, makes sense. What else?
Then a branch for materials and methods. And what was neat here is the AI summary highlighted that this specific meta-analysis looked at 27 different scientific articles.
27. Okay, that tells you the scope right there. Imagine finding and reading all 27 yourself.
Right, so that's valuable info. Then the results branch was broken down even further.
How so?
Into subtopics like production performance, egg quality, biochemical and oxidative stress. It even noted the bit about free radicals and oxidation and microbes.
So it's not just a vague summary, it's pulling out specific result areas.
Very specific. It really structures the findings. Then there was a discussion branch, covering things like, well, egg quality again, performance, serum biochemistry.
Yeah.
The main points discussed.
It's like it automatically outlines the paper's core components.
Pretty much. And finally, there was a conclusion branch. Professor El-Nagmi pointed out that it mentioned something called light weighting.
Light weighting. Any idea what that meant?
The demo didn't go deep into that specific term, but it suggests, maybe a nuanced finding or a particular recommendation from the study. It flags it as a key takeaway from the conclusion.
Okay, so stepping back, this whole mind map thing, how does this really help, say, someone listening right now, not just a formal researcher?
Well, think about any time you need to understand something complex quickly. A new concept, a detailed report.
Yeah.
This visual structure, generated automatically, could just let you grasp the main points, the arguments, how things fit together, much, much faster than reading dense paragraphs.
Cuts down that sense-making time.
Exactly. It makes the structure tangible, visible. As Professor El-Nagmi said, he hoped it would really benefit researchers, and you can see why.
Definitely. So let's recap the key takeaways from the demo.
Sure. We saw NotebookLM being able to, 1, upload lots of sources, 2, and this is the big one, discover new sources based on a topic query.
Right, the AI Scout.
3, provide instant summaries of selected sources. And 4, create these really detailed, structured mind maps to visualize the content.
It really does sound like a potential game changer for tackling research and information overload.
It feels that way, doesn't it? Looking at all that, what part of it stood out most to you, what felt like the biggest shift?
I think it's that combination you mentioned earlier, the discovery plus the visualization. The idea that the AI doesn't just process what I already found, but actively helps me find relevant stuff.
Yeah.
And then lays it out visually so I can understand it faster. That whole workflow feels, well, fundamentally different. It moves beyond just analysis to actual, guided discovery and understanding.
That's a great way to put it. Guided discovery. And that makes me think. Here's a final thought for everyone listening.
Okay.
Forget formal academic research for a second. How might tools like this, like NotebookLM, change how everyone learns and makes sense of new information day to day?
You mean like for keeping up with news or learning a new skill or...
Exactly. Anything where you're faced with a lot of information. How could having an AI that summarizes, visualizes, maybe even finds related stuff for you, how could that change your personal approach to learning and staying informed in, whatever field you're interested in? Something to chew on.